What's up, guys? It's Mikey here from Mikey Kanoy Productions, and today we're going to be taking a look at a modern country mix by the artist DJ Rittenhouse. Thank you, DJ, for letting me use your song Let It Roll for this production tutorial. Let's jump into the session. Check it out. Here's our session. The song is called Let It Roll by DJ Rittenhouse, and it's a country song. DJ hit me up. He said he really liked the band Lakeview, and he really liked the bridge between heavy rock and country. I wanted a really fat sounding drum kit. Just obviously we're using digital drums, program drums here. For today's example, we're using Mixwave Mike Mangini. It's got a ton of different options, ton of different snares, ton of different kicks, lots of cymbal options, yada yada. Great sounding drum kit. Here's the drum sound coming out of the gate.
So if you're driving through the country or down a lost and lonely highway, if you're ever around my way, let it roll. If you drive a Ford or jacked up Chevy or a Dodge with a souped up Hemi, if you call yourself country, let it roll. Oh, let it roll.
We added some production by Noah Williamson from IDA. Shout out to Noah Williamson for helping out on this song as well. Added some little banjo things and some little slides and whatnot. Can't have the country element without some plucky banjos in the background. Good job on that. Love it, Noah. Lots of little impacts and stuff throughout the song. Adding little stuff like a reverse crash kind of makes a big difference.
Our daddy's taught us how to work the land.
Added some bass drops in a country song. I love it. I usually like to stack my impacts. Sometimes I'll have like 4 or 5 different impacts, just depending on kind of how much, I guess, impact I want to have. But together.
Country boys ain't gonna run. So if you're driving through the country,
Definitely helps. Cool. Moving on. Up next we have guitars. So DJ went ahead and recorded these acoustic guitars. Just did some light compression, some light processing, using Slate Virtual Mix Rack. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I use Virtual Mix Rack on pretty much everything. It's really, really nice. Their plugins also have a lot of nice coloration, so some of these I'll just throw on here without even, I won't even touch the EQ because it adds that console color to it, like the British style, console coloration. And then the more of an SSL style, just for some of the mids, some of the high mids, boosting that up a little bit, distorting it a little bit with some light compression, with that distressor, picking up a little bit of that top end on it. Moving on, we added these slide guitars. So I really wanted those to kind of be dirty. So I actually ran all of this through Tone Hub, STL Tones. Looks like I'm using an orange rocker verb amp through the Marshall 1960, 57 and 421 mics. And I guess the model that they used to model this tone was a Gibson Les Paul. I don't know how much of a difference that makes because I used a Charvel with Fishman Fluence in it. So it's pretty big difference there in pickups. But anyways, this is a Zach Cervini preset. STL Tones does a really good job with guitar tones, stuff like that. I used this for this particular song. I thought that the orange rocker verb sounded pretty good on it. And definitely was not shy on the effects to kind of really open it up wide. So together, that sounds like.
so if you're driving through down a lost and lonely highway, around my way, let it roll.
Just some background ambience for the whole thing. Really critical for the choruses on these songs too. And really any song. It doesn't even just have to be necessarily country, but I like to stack the heck out of these choruses. We got these acoustic guitars, those, and then of course our standard rhythm guitars, which we can go ahead and move into that as well now. So this is the guitar tone we decided to use. I wanted something kind of dark and crunchy, I guess. bordering in the metal realm, but also sticking to its country roots. And this is a Vox AC30 combo. These presets are really good. Really, the only thing that I ever tweak are these. And STL just does a really, really good job of tracing these amps, so they sound like the real deal. Anyways, SSL, transformer coloration. So I'll play like the DI without it. Just a little bit of DI pre-processing. I found that the Fusion transformer, which is all included in the Slate virtual mix rack, by the way. If you subscribe to Slate Digital and you get all the plugins, you now get all of the SSL plugins in the SSL Complete bundle, which is an absolutely incredible deal because I pretty much only used those plugins for this entire mix, with the exception of STL Tones and the Mix Wave. But for mixing purposes, very, 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 very good plugins. And yeah, so might get a lot of flack for this one, but I'm an old school guy. I like the Podfarm noise gate, just a hair on it, or any noise gate, just to kind of eliminate any additional like slight string noise and stuff that I missed. In case I missed something in the editing process, just kind of helps tighten everything up a little bit. So I ran that DI coloration with the DI, the transformer, into STL Tones, and then just some basic generic EQ. So rhythm guitar tone, check. Moving down into some of the additional layering here, I've got just a standard octave guitar that I like to do. Pretty crazy EQ curve there, but I was doing it in the mix and I thought it felt good. Really focusing on that low mid, where the presence was needed there in the low mid throughout the chorus. So I'll play this all together for you without the octave.
So if you're driving through the country or down a lost and lonely highway,
Still sounds pretty good, but when you add that low mid octave in there,
so if you're driving through the country or down a lost and lonely, if you're ever around my way, let it roll. If you drive a Ford or jacked up Chevy or a Dodge with a souped up Hemi, if you come.
sounds great. I'm running the Galleon Kruger by Brainworks, and I think I tracked this using a Sterling Stingray 5 string bass. Yep, so Galleon Kruger, and then just for a real clean bass tone, and then I make it a little dirtier using Saturn, a little bit of light, gentle saturation. And then to pick up some of those high register notes, I just run some very light compression using Pro C, just to kind of help the higher runs stuff come through more forward in the mix. Again, Vintage Drive by SSL, very, very good. Just adds coloration to the bass tone, and then very, 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 very basic EQ. So this is the bass tone that we have. So the impact, each of those pick hits, just gets really emphasized by the Pro C there, and my opinion, it just cranks with the guitars. So all together. Where shout out to DJ. DJ's a phenomenal songwriter, so it really everything ties together with their incredible vocal line, which I think DJ did a fantastic job on.
Friday night, circled up in the headlights.
So we're running just CLA 76, really good vocal compressor. So we're running CLA 76, really good vocal compressor into the Lindell. 254E. It's a limiter compressor. It does a really good job of adding that like mid-rangey presence, I guess.
Friday night, circled up in the headlights, raising Cain to the break of dawn.
Just gives it a little more depth, in my opinion. Just anything to really kind of add more of that like classic country analog coloration. The Lindell stuff by Plug-in Alliance usually does a really good job at that. There's a ton of options for that, but I just decided that I wanted to try the Lindell for this one, and I like the way it sounded. So cool. Moving into the chorus, we're usually kind of building out these choruses.
So if you're driving through the country,
I ran 3 vocals here. I ran 1 right down the middle for mono, and then I ran 2 at -14 in the sides. And then we also threw some harmonies on here. DJ sent me the main lines. I tracked these harmonies in. And then he also had 1 harmony already kind of pre-written. But in my opinion, I like to stack up the choruses, in songs like these, especially if it's a big modern mix. I like to really go in on the vocals. So altogether, this is what we have.
so if you're driving through the country or down a lost and lonely highway, if you're ever around my way, let it roll.
So this is the final sound that we ended up getting.
So if you're driving through the country or down a lost and lonely highway, if you're ever around my way, let it roll. If you drive a Ford or jacked up Chevy or a Dodge with a souped up Hemi, if you call yourself country, let it roll. Oh, let it roll. Let it roll.
Really great song. DJ did a phenomenal job. Noah did a great job. It's a great team working with those guys. And like I said, I'll include links to both of their projects down below. And feel free to check them out. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.